A quarter pounder is called in
La Review. Do you know what a movie review is called in France? A La Review.
La movie review. La Review Cinema.
Action!
All right. Welcome back to Coming This Summer.
Ooh.
Kill Room. Which, if I just said that name, you're probably thinking horror movie?
Thriller, horror.
Because
yeah, no comedy at all.
My biggest problem with this movie is that they didn't really release it.
It dropped nowhere. Literally, the marketing for this movie was nothing. It was such like we're just gonna drop it.
Yeah, it
and
came
no
out.
one's
We
gonna mention
mentioned it a couple
anything.
weeks ago in one of our box office previews because it was in a couple
But why
theaters.
wouldn't you make this like a streaming release then? Like if you're just gonna drop it without telling anyone, this movie starring Uma Thurman and Samuel L. Jackson, like
Joe, however you say his last name, starts with an M from Magic Mike and True Blood.
Our flag means death guy. So
yeah,
come on,
that's
man.
right.
Yeah.
Black Pete is in it. Okay, so this movie is my biggest thing is not releasing it is how buttoned up the movie is. It's 90 minutes like on the dot.
Mm-hmm.
It's quick. It doesn't
ends.
meander.
It ends.
It starts, it middles, it ends. There's no wheel spinning. It's like, here's the setup, here's the execution, here's the fuck up, here's the redemption, there's the end. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, we're like, okay. Yeah, people should study this movie.
This
in
is how
film
you make a
schools.
quick,
Yeah,
like,
that's how you write a movie. Yeah,
it's like a
pretty
slightly
tight.
darker.
It's a
kinda
story.
Think of an Ocean's movie, but more darker and a little bit more murdery. It's the same kind
yeah,
of like
okay.
witty
It does get really
comedy.
Oceansy at the end there.
And they're like, we've got to
Yeah.
make a plan to take out the. So I mean, if
Yeah,
you go
it
in
does.
thinking it's more of just like an edgy. It's not that many people, but that's the movie. It's like we got to screw over the mob while getting free money.
Like a Robin Hood story to like steal from the rich.
Yeah.
Redeem the poor. Or
It starts with Uma Thurman's a struggling.
Artist.
Yeah,
Well,
she owns
art dealer.
She owns a what do you call it
a gallery.
A gallery. Thank you.
Right.
And nobody's buying any of her stuff
because
it's an art gallery.
I mean-
What year is this?
I mean, come on. Yeah.
Which is funny because they had the one guy make a joke where she thinks she's got a sale, and then the guy's like, "Well, I'm just in NFTs right now, so I'm not buying any
they make two
physical
NFT
art."
jokes in this fucking movie, and it's like,
See, I barely remember the second one. The
this
first one's
movie
funny,
was supposed
though.
to come out during COVID,
like
probably
a year
and
ago
then-
or two ago, probably. But that's funny because the guy's like going on and on. He's like, "I really like it. Oh, I'm not in the physical art right. I'm only buying
I'm just on the digital thing. Yeah. Yeah.
So
that was pretty cringy.
it cuts from there to Samuel. Oh, well, it starts with the dude, John. I can never say Joe Magliano or whatever his last name is. The hitman. Like his coffee
He's
tastes
not the
like
dude from the Barry episode, is he?
No.
Okay.
No.
I just
He does kind of. I see what
right,
you're saying.
similarities. Okay.
But he starts with this whole. I guess it's his racket on how he kills people. He comes in. He's like, "Hey, your coffee tastes like crap." But like clearly, it's like a hit
Yeah.
on the guy because he knows who the guy is. He just wants the guy to admit there's no cameras, which is really funny because he's like, "I'm telling you,
check the tape.
camera."
Check the tape. We don't have tape.
He goes, "Really? Yeah." And that was it. So instantly, I'm like, "Okay, all right."
So, but he's
the
not
movie
just
got
like
me.
senselessly
No,
murder.
he's-
It's like people who owe his bosses money.
You find out that
and
he's
the hit, the like
Right.
loan shark.
he'll
guy.
be killed if he doesn't do
He's
the
like,
killings.
I'll break your thumbs if
Right.
you don't pay, and that's the guy who comes in to break your thumbs. Yeah, I want that job.
Yeah, you might need that
this
job.
coffee tastes like shit.
So then it's basically you find out Samuel L. Jackson also has a life debt to the mob.
Yeah.
So him and our hitman guy are buddies because they both are screwed and have to.
Do we learn why Samuel
They don't really
L.
give you-
Jackson?
He
no,
just keeps
it's
saying,
just-
"Hey, once you're screwed,
he got into
they got
some
you."
shit, probably.
Yeah.
Sure. I didn't need it. We didn't.
Yeah,
need
we
it.
didn't need
Nope,
it.
We didn't
He
need
plays
it.
cool hippie kind of like laid back. I'm just trying to help everyone out, guy.
No,
Samuel
he's just trying to
Jackson,
make
so-
shit run.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he's like, nah, I'm not. I just want to. This seems like a good deal. Like they come across.
He's like the money front guy. He
this,
has a
like, art thing.
restaurant.
Yeah.
And he in a bakery, and he basically gets the money, and
The
they're like,
bagels,
yeah.
bialys, or whatever. Yeah, he like.
like, we have a money problem. So they bring in the higher ups. Like, we have a money problem, but we've got an idea because he does. He runs into a dude from Our Flag Means Death,
Yeah.
who is like, "Man, art, you can sell art for $50,000. Pieces worth $50,000." He's like, "No shit." So
yeah, because Uma Thurman, while buying Adderall or like maybe cocaine, I don't know. She
think
like
it's Adderall.
she crushes it up though and like
Yeah.
snorts it.
I think
it's
it's
like
blue. I think it's supposed to
she's
be.
not doing Adderall.
She's always
Yeah. She's huffing that shit, which is we get payoff for at the end, which
Yeah.
is fucking insane.
Yeah.
No, Black Pete sells like some Adderall to her. She doesn't have cash, So she's like, I'll give you this painting
It's
because
worth $50,000.
blah, blah, blah. It's
Right.
worth $50,000. Yeah, fucking right. You know what I mean? Here you go.
Yeah, that's
you
in
know?
the eye of the beholder. That kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
you're not paying $50,000 a
NFTs,
painting.
it's
for-
worth what everybody's going to give it.
Yeah, what I say it's
Mhm.
worth. Yeah, so if I made that transaction, boom, now it's worth.
But that's perfect for money laundering.
$50,000, right?
Which is like,
So-
wait a minute.
Yeah, right. That's why I think this movie was made.
was
so it's like,
good.
don't, because we'll get you.
Yeah,
fucking-
don't do it.
Don't. I know I know, but don't.
So she initially turns him down. She's like, I don't want anything to do with the mob or the mafia. I'll figure it out. And he's like, cool, I'll see you again because.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson goes to recruit her
Right.
to be like, we need to get in this business because
And he's never a bad guy.
$50,000
cool
for a
guy.
painting is like,
Yeah.
you know.
So he's just like, hey man, cool. I'll make you some
Here's
good
my card.
bagels when you change your mind.
yeah.
So when she finally changes her mind because she can't get anybody to buy her shit, which we knew was going to happen because the movie has to happen.
Did you see the paintings though? I'm
It's
like,
true.
They look like clip art, and I know it's like.
I know.
There was like a story and they did it, but it's like that seems like a low budget
Right.
problem. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm like, that's some Adobe stock
That's all
looking
it was.
ass image.
Yeah. But you're not. But that's kind of supposed to drive the point home. Like this is just
No one's buying
garbage.
it.
No one's
Why-
buying it.
Why would they? Yeah.
So she tells Samuel Jackson,
Well,
I have to have
That
art.
is literally the point of the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's like, can't you just pretend to sell stuff? And she's like, no, these are actual artists' stuff. And they'll be like, where's my
Yeah.
money?
Where's my money?
So he's
Yeah.
like, cool, I'll have one of my guys paint stuff for you. No big deal.
Yeah.
Turn-
Anything. I'll have them get a paintbrush going.
Right? So
Yeah.
we go back to the main hitman from the beginning, and it turns out he's apparently just like a struggling, budding soul.
Yeah.
And we
get,
do this montage.
Mozart
and he's like,
playing in the background.
he's kicking the things, and he's paint down. It's cutting between him
Yeah.
murdering people
Yeah. While
to
painting.
him painting.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Because everybody can feel the pain in his painting. So it's like really funny that well, and he's using the bags that he murders people on the painting.
Yeah, and he like lays it on thick, and it's really like dark colors, like really thick.
Yeah, and it looks like 1,000 times better than anything she's had in the thing. So people are going gaga over it.
Yeah, and
So
she
it starts
creates
with
this,
her
like,
making fake sales, but then
elusive,
people want it.
like character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
it's-
like people hear about the sales because her assistant. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing? I don't need to do. You can't talk about this. Blah blah blah. You can't mention this."
Yeah.
She's like, "Why? I want to," and she's like, just a gossip. So of course
So-
she's telling everybody
Yep.
that her boss sold these.
So then everybody wants the art
Paintings,
now.
yeah, who
Now
do
there's
you
a
sell it
waiting
from? I
list, and
wanna-
like I need it. I want to meet the guy. We got to get a one-on-one.
You get the montage of like, oh, that one's on hold, or that one's being bought by another artist.
Yep.
That one's not for sale. She like becomes like more and more egotistical and like fucking petty and
Yeah,
just
she-
like doing
I
rails
love
of
Uma
Adderall.
Thurman, but like she
Yeah.
almost overdid it to the part.
I think it was the character.
I get
though.
it, but to
like,
me, she's
especially
just
because
too
like
much.
the more the movie goes on, the more like money she's making, the more
That's
Adderall
true.
she's doing.
No, I know what
the
she's
more
going for,
drinks she's having. Yeah,
But I guess I've seen her in so much stuff that I'm like,
I know you can do better. I know you can do better. Yeah, that's true.
I didn't like when Samuel Jackson comes in the first time to try to explain it to her. I don't know what the director was telling her to do, but like, and I know she's on Adderall, and I get that she's on Adderall, but it was just so. No, I got it. No, I'm good. I don't need your help. And it's just like, no, I'm like, let him. I need the dialogue to be delivered.
Yeah,
Still,
let him talk.
Like I need him to finish.
let him
like,
finish
setting
the
up
sentence.
The thing
Yeah.
he's setting up.
Yeah,
But
no, you're right.
overall, I mean, I don't want to give the ending away because it's cool. They do. They
The
go
ending
into
was
like Ocean's
unexpected.
mode.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then there's a nice little cherry twist at the very end of everything.
They're planning the final piece.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Because Hitman doesn't want to be Hitman because he was never supposed to be a Hitman. He got into it because he went to go to try to get his girlfriend out of trouble, and then next thing you know,
he's in the
he's in
business. Yeah.
so he just wants to be free. She just wants to be free. So they hatch this scheme because the mob boss says, if you can take
If you
down
do-
this guy,
yes.
I'll give you anything you want.
You can do whatever.
Anything you want.
Yeah. Which I don't want to give it away, so maybe I'll just ask off air. But like the ending, like, does he just leave, or like does
Hitman guy?
Is he like cleared with them now? Since like
No, I think
you know,
and without getting
or-
too much of the main
right?
thing away,
yeah.
I don't think the main mob boss was ever actually still going to let him free.
Got it.
And I think that's what because Samuel Jackson the whole movie is like, it does not matter.
But yeah, because Uma Thurman comes back in and goes, "Well, checkmate, bitch. You can't."
Yeah, the very, very end is a nice double twist on top. To me, this is like without the sci-fi stuff, like what Hypnotic wanted to be.
yeah.
You know what I
very
mean?
Topsy-turvy.
Some witty, funny things. Like you don't know what's coming. But this got it right, and I know it's way lighter, and that was way sci-fi-er, but it was the same deal. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they
No,
got all
this-
these twists and turns, but this one didn't smell its own farts to me.
No.
That one got
no.
up its own ass and tried to trick itself.
This one, yeah, the director didn't know, or the writer didn't know what movie he was writing at first. Yeah,
this one was like, I know I've heard people say that people just say it's good because what, but it's not. It's 90 minutes. It's tight.
It's tight.
The dialogue moves you. It doesn't just. They're not just sitting around.
Sets up.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
There's not 40 minutes
and
of
characters that we care about by the end of the fucking movie.
Yeah, and every time Samuel Jackson gets screen time, he fucking destroys it.
Exorcist didn't do that.
No.
I didn't care about the characters after I watched the movie, even till the end.
When he dresses down that room full of mobsters when he's supposed to be like the nobody, and he's like, listen, I'm just trying to make you bitches money.
Yeah.
And he's like,
it's
all
like,
of
we
them.
can make a shit ton of money. Yeah. They're trying to like fight him every step of the way, and it's like,
dude,
bro,
I got it.
Like,
God,
but
yeah, no,
they're
I was
making the
surprised.
money though, right? Like everybody's rolling in the dough. So what's the problem? Like the problem is like the mob is like, oh, he's getting too notorious, and we wanted to keep it under the radar. But it's like, well, you're not going to make any money.
But to me, yeah, like
if
that's
you're under the radar. That's
what
like,
their mistake is. It's going to be less people looking. If now all of a sudden
'cause
there's
he's
a
an
real
actual
artist and he's selling the paintings, and now everybody wants them,
so
they're
that's
never going to
kind
think.
of falls apart there because
But
like
that would
the mob
make sense for the
is
mob.
so
though, 'cause
like
mob would be
against
like,
it.
yeah, don't do that. I don't want
That's
us out
true.
there.
That's true. You're right.
So
You're
that
right.
part actually makes because the two
Especially
goons are in
because-
front of the thing going, "Hey, bro," and she's like, "Really?"
more and more
You're
people
doing
start to
this?
see that
And-
guy's face
Yeah.
too. Like, yeah.
And then they
so
can't hurt him. That's what they're really mad about because
Yeah.
once he becomes famous, that's what
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
That scene towards
Okay,
the end
fair.
where the two
Okay.
like lugs are like, "Yo,
Acceptable.
my boss wants to talk because I hate something that," and she goes, "To happen in my gallery," like real original.
what the
Because
fuck
it's like,
are you gonna
why are
do?
you threatening us in the middle of you stupid ass? You know?
Yeah, and the other guy just like punches him in the
He
face.
punches
It's like,
him
what
in
the
the
fuck are you
face.
gonna do, bro? Yeah. God.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6.6. 6.6.
Okay.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it probably a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
I
was
thought it was
close.
really good.
Uma
Yeah.
Thurman a little just was too much for
I love
me.
the pettiness. I love the fucking
But
over
man,
the top pettiness.
yeah.
I resonated with that.
I love the girl, and I'm pretty sure I think it's one of the I think it's the one girl from Joyride that she brings in that's with the Russian bob that has the super ridiculous glasses and the hair parted, and she's like real nervous. If not, I don't know. It sounds like I'm being erased, but she played that
she does
character
have
the
those,
same
like-
way that the other girl played the character.
She has
where
those
she's like,
Incredibles glasses.
yeah. She's like,
yeah.
she's doing those expressions. I don't know. I thought she
Huh.
was funny as hell too. She killed
Okay,
it.
I know
Have you seen
exactly who you're talking about.
I don't know. He said he wanted to go party.
I want to look at the cast now. She might be in. Yeah, she reminds me of a couple people we've
That's
seen
what I'm
in
saying.
a couple
Like,
movies
she
this
just,
year.
I don't know,
Yeah,
she was really good. I don't know. I like said, yeah, it was a breath of fresh air because it's been like 6 garbage movies in a row. So
yeah, having an original fucking movie, you know what I mean? Like with cool actors that we like.
like
Like,
what do
this
you
was
call
better
it's a
than
heist movie.
The Liam
That's
Neeson.
what
it
it
was
is.
better than Retribution.
Mhm.
It was better than Hypnotic.
Mhm.
It was better than. It was a good comedy too.
Yeah, it was-
You
it was
know,
witty
It
enough.
was up there. Yeah,
It's a heist movie. Like we were trying to think of what
It's
to
a
call
heist
it.
movie.
They're like a comedy drama, but it's like an Ocean's movie.
It's
You
a
got some
comedy
drama.
heist movie.
You got some comedy. They got to make a plan to steal a thing or kill a guy, and then it's the same thing. And then you get the uber twist at the end, like in the Ocean's movie, like ha ha ha.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was like a
solid.
Wish.com.
I think I'm so high on it because it was like unexpected. I didn't have.
You were
any
like, dude,
expectations
wait till you see
going
it. It's
into
really
it.
good. And I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, really? Okay.
Yeah. I just think because it was like such an underdog of a film.
Plus, it was
you know
right
what I mean?
after Exorcist, which was such a letdown.
Which is terrible.
Yeah.
Like half the movies we've seen in
Have
the
been
past.
such a
yeah,
letdown.
they've just been garbage after garbage after garbage. There's a new Scorsese film coming out
I
at
really
the
wanna see
end
it.
of, which is like just being like
Blood Moon-
trailered out.
something in the Blood Moon, the
Death, Blood on the Flower Moon of
yeah, something like that.
Vegas, Lost Haunting
The original
in
cut
Venice.
is something like 5 hours, 6 hours.
Stop.
Like again,
Stop.
series. Do a series.
Scorsese probably won't do a series. He probably
You just
is
shoot
like,
the movie and break it up.
I want to know if he's done any fucking shows or anything, maybe, because
All right.
Del Toro does a bunch of shows.
Yeah, just do a series.
so
It'd be easy.
yeah. He did the whole Troll Hunters. That's all Del Toro. Guillermo
Scorsese
del
says he
Toro?
only has one movie left in him. One or
that
two
this
movies.
one?
No,
Oh.
after this one. He says he's pretty much done because he's like 100.
Because he's like, 1,000. Yeah.
All right, we got reviews for, like I said, the Exorcist movie, like I just mentioned. We'll have
Yeah,
our Flag Means Death.
That one was not a fart. TV
Not
has
a fart.
been really
TV has been
carrying,
way better.
Carrying
Yeah. Yeah, it has.
my interest for pop culture lately. Yeah, because I've been blowing through.
He's been much better.
Loki was
Futurama
decent.
was
Futurama was
good.
awesome.
I mean, yeah, we've been getting-
Our Flag Means Death is back. Ahsoka was fucking awesome.
Yeah, and you had Andor before. Yeah, TV
And
this year
Andor.
has been way better.
Way better.
I know people want to shit on Secret Invasion and stuff like that. But,
That was good. I liked
still
it.
wasn't
It was
that
still
bad.
a good Samuel L. Jackson show.
Yeah, I love Samuel L. Jackson.
You know, so I didn't care what the show was as long as he was in it. I was pretty on board. So, And you can tell he's a good actor because he plays such a different character when he's Nick Fury as opposed to like this, where he's like just casual, laid back.
I'm just a bakery owner that has to
you're so
launder money
as fucking Nick Fury. Like everything's, he's got like the claw over his eye.
At the beginning when he had like one guy's like, I don't mean to sound like a racist, but those are some cheap. It's like the way he delivers a line is just so funny.
Yeah. Guys, go watch it. Go watch Kill Room.
It's a good movie. If you have it near you, it'll be dropping in digital, I'm sure.
Where would that drop?
And that strikes me as like an Amazon, probably. Maybe
Netflix. Yeah, probably an Amazon. Yeah. A Tubi. a Freevoo.
I hope it gets a Netflix or a Hulu.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty, like, seriously. It's 90 minutes, too. That's what I want to get through your head. It's like you can watch it and get in and out. It's not a movie that's going to drag. It's not going to want to.
No, it's it's definitely, It's
in a sea of 2.5 hour movies. It's a 90-minute movie.
Yeah. That actually is 90 minutes. Not advertised as such and then lags for an hour and a fucking 40.
Yeah, a 40-minute movie wrapped in a 90-minute skin.
Yeah, what the fuck happened? Yeah.
Taylor. Feel the Taylor.
It's not about the money. We're singing different songs.
Wrong person.
Not Taylor Swift because we aren't Swifties.
We won't make any munching jokes this week because we've got a correspondent covering the movie that we're not making jokes about.
Action!
Welcome back to Coming This Summer box office preview.
Box office predictions is what I do still. I do no longer call it that. By the